Have you ever had an out-of-body experience? Most of you will probably say no. But what if I tell you, most likely you have. Hello everyone, Xyco is back. Welcome back to my channel. I am your bad influencer, telling you things you don't want to know and showing you things you don't want to see. And this time is a very interesting one because most of us, I think, have had an out-of-body experience, and I've been thinking about this. Especially, I'm doing all these videos about the supernatural stuff and the super sciencey stuff. So I was remembering. Have you ever had that experience where you're sleeping, right? You're dreaming, and all of a sudden you see yourself falling from this great height, and right as you're about to impact the ground, you wake up shaking. What if that is your soul, your spirit coming back at a great speed into your body because probably you're about to wake up? Have you ever thought about that? And I've been thinking, I was like, this is so crazy because I remember as a kid, I haven't had it as an adult anymore, but I remember as a kid, and I'll always remember I had the same scenario. I was running down the school because where I was born in Romania, and I was still a kid. We used to live in this apartment building, and I had a tendency as a kid to run up and down those stairs. In fact, I was so fast running up the staircase. I was faster than the elevator because there was an elevator in the building. It was a 10-story building, and sometimes I had these dreams where I was running down the stairs, and of course the last 2-3 steps I used to skip, as most kids do. But sometimes, so this was, of course, my perception of it. I'm sure everybody has their own, because the brain starts to try to make sense of things, and so it will show you a scene, a scenario that is common to you. So I used to see myself jumping, so skipping all the steps, so from one floor to the next floor down. So I remember, because I remember it vividly now that I'm thinking about it. I used to hold that railing, right? And instead of running down the stairs, I literally jumped off the stairs. And of course, I felt myself in my mind. And then right as I was about to hit the ground, of course, in reality you would break your legs and your face. But right I was about to hit the ground, so the one floor down, I woke up shaking. So now I'm thinking, what if that is actually our spirit? Because like we've been talking about the out-of-body experiences and the astral travel and all that. So what if that is actually your spirit, like at a great speed coming back in, and your body reacting to it? Because like I said, and I know people who have out-of-body experience while they're awake, so they're still functioning. Normally they're actually talking to you, and while they're having a vision, or while they're astral traveling, because sometimes they have no control over it. So I started to see a pattern that person is a bit unresponsive, but still, for example, doing household chores or cooking or whatever. So it's not everybody who's unresponsive is having an out-of-body experience. Of course not. Sometimes you're just daydreaming, but it is at times when you're talking to, especially this person, I know they have visions and out-of-body experiences. So I started to see a pattern. Of course, when they're awake and the soul comes gradually back in, the they don't jump. But what again for me, I just connected this because it's so weird. As a kid, I had these dreams, these images where I fall from a great height, right? And I'm thinking as an adult, I didn't have it anymore. And a lot of people are saying, and scientists are saying that children are more susceptible to the supernatural. They are closer to that other reality, and they tend to see spirits more often. And as you grow older, you're basically convincing yourself it's not true. So then you're closing that third eye. So that's why I'm thinking this has to be something like that, because otherwise it makes no sense. Why am I falling from a great height and then all of a sudden I wake up as I'm gonna impact? And this is I'm sure many of you will recognize that this is a regularly occurring dream. I'm not saying nightly or even monthly, but it does come back so many times in your childhood. So think about it. Could it be true? I say yes. Well, as always, this was a short one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I made you think. I hope I'm making sense, and I think I am. Especially, well, this time anyway. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.